have moved the design further over in the frame so we can do this better and you can have a better look, and I think this will work out just fine. Okay. So I have been working on the black 310. There's lots of it. Though I have been working my way through it. It's daylight, so I can do it without the light in the way, and I'm as organised as I'm going to be. So I have done the cat there. There's another cat, looks like sitting on the fence there. Done the fence, just working my way up here, and then I've got the black in here. I will show you. So what we can see here. Okay, so been working in here, and I've got the black up here in here to do with the tree and the tree branches. So let's get this in a bit closer so you can see what I'm working on. If it's just dashed behind the number, but it's a better picture than what the cover picture is. The cover picture isn't the best. I haven't done the owl yet, but having done all that white moon, that makes it a little easier. Okay, I'll actually move this over so I can actually get into. I might put that light on a little bit, but I'll try not to get in the way. Let's see. Yep, that does make it a little better. Hopefully it's okay for you. So I'm going to work my way up the side, and then I'll come back over here and work on the black up through there. I will be glad when this black's done though. It's not that much fun working on black on Dark Ada. I think it's harder than doing white on light Ada because with the black it's harder to see the holes. Okay, and to actually see how the crosses look. But then my stitching isn't perfect. I'm not trying to make it perfect. It is what it is. A wonderful cousin of mine told me that progress is better than perfection. Yay, Nat. Go, cousin Nat. Let's give cousin Natalie some kudos. My real life, wonderful, lovely cousin. Love you, Nat. And she is absolutely right. Looks like I haven't done that square in there. Or have I not finished it? A bit hard to tell. A bit hard to tell even though it's daylight. It is currently 10 past 5 p.m. bright and sunny outside. That's because it's summer, though it's nearly autumn, getting there. What's the date? 25th. Saturday the 25th of February 2023. I'm doing well if I can remember that one. I think I'm on the ball today. Yeah. So I thought I'd come in and stitch for a bit. And my plan is I want to go to the chemist, also known as pharmacy, to get my blood sugar checked. I can go get it checked there for free. With having diabetes too, the carbohydrates, my body turns carbohydrates into sugar, and that sends my sugar levels up. Now I'm just wondering how much it sends it up. We had chicken sausages and fried rice tonight that I did, and I did have some of the fried rice. I usually avoid it, but I'm having some of the fried rice tonight because I love fried rice. And so I've got to wait an hour, and then I think I'll go down to the pharmacy and I think I'll get them to check my sugar levels just to see how much has pushed my sugar levels up. supposedly between 5 and 7, I think it is okay. Last time I went to the doctor, he did a 3-month one, and my sugar levels were 6.4, and he was happy because I'm just keep doing it all through diet. I don't want to take any medication or insulin or anything like that, because I think that just covers up the problem. And I don't want to be addicted to food, basically, but I do like food. I can drop pretty much most of the time, drop the chips and sugar and sweets and cakes and all that sort of stuff, and give all that stuff a miss most of the time. Every now and then I do have some. So I'm just out of curiosity going to see how much the rice has, what it's done to my sugar levels. And as far as I know, you wait about an hour and then you get tested. I could buy a glucose meter, which is an option. But I'll see how much they are. But for now, I think I'll just go and get my sugar levels tested. I can buy some more rice at the supermarket while I'm down there because it's all in the same area. I used the last of the rice, and that's a pretty good staple to feed boys with. And they like their rice, especially the youngest. Okay, so I've done that bit there. I think what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll start working my way in rows over here. That's the fencing done. I'll chop this off and then I'll start the thread again. I could just run it all over, but I'm trying not to bump you. I've got you sitting on scissors and stuff again, so yeah, don't sit down too hard. Yeah, I'll turn this around so I can run it under. You won't see this because it's probably a bit far away from you, but we'll flip it back over again in a moment and get going again. This is just the way I've always done it, finishing threads and starting them off again. It doesn't worry me. Sorry if I bump the table. You're sitting on a table at the moment. I hope you're comfortable. Okay, flipping over. Pattern. Just on the edge of the pattern, doesn't matter. Okay, so I am actually starting up here now. No, I've got some fencing there to do. So I'll work my way to there. Okay. So I need to do one in there. I'll hook this up over here just so I can keep track of what I'm up to. Because sometimes I do find it challenging to use a term. Okay. Now I've done that one there. Okay, that's where I am there. So I need to start in here, trying to find the hole. Okay, the problem here is real. Oh, I found it. Yay, let's party. Oh, nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't worry, we're going to spend a lot of our time at the moment trying to find the hole. Be patient. This is an adult channel, so my joke is trying to find the hole is, it's a good thing I'm not a bloke, excuse me. Pardon, sorry. Hope nobody's offended by that one. I know, I'm rude. But this is me. This is me. This is authentically me. What you see is what you get. Okay, I'll do that one down there because I know I need that one down there. Do these lower down ones as I go. I love this stand. I really do. This is the Edmund stand. It does shake a little bit, but that doesn't worry me when I'm working on it at all. I have got this flipping and flopping at the moment because I have got my desk fan on because it's still quite warm. We had rain last night. That means it's been a little bit muggy, but it's not too bad. Certainly not complaining any. I've got my panda pants on tonight. They're supposed to be pajama pants. But yeah, I actually probably can't see. But I just wear them wherever in the house because they got pandas on them. I've got a pair with llamas on them and a pair with cats on them. I think they're cute. And I'm the one who's wearing them, and so as long as, and they're really comfortable. They're elasticized, so when you feel bloated, it doesn't hurt the belly. I'm not counting. I'm just jabbering. I'm up to. Excellent question. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more because I needed 7, didn't I? This is what happens when I talk instead of actually concentrating on what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay, so don't do that one down there. I'm not a quick stitcher. There's no good me doing sewing method. I mean, how many crafts do you have that you can satisfactorily stab things multiple times and get away with it? I mean, what's better than stabbing things? This 1, 2, 4. Yeah, there have been patches where I have had to undo things. The modern term is frogging, but I was stitching for a lot of years before I found all these terms on YouTube. So yeah, undoing a few times, but luckily I've because I have got plenty to compare things with. Okay, you know, I've done that stitch. Does that line up with so many stitches on there from that? I've only had to undo about, I don't know, 9 stitches at the most, which is good. And I'm quite happy just doing a little bit here and a little bit there for me to keep in touch with what I'm doing with the pattern. 2, 3, 1 more. So it's been a beautiful day outside. Can't complain. Did a bit of cleaning today. Played some Candy Crush Saga. I've got Candy Crush Saga on my mobile phone, which I've recently gotten into. Cooked dinner. Haven't done the dishes yet. So after I do this, I'll go put the leftovers away if there is any, having teenagers. Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, and that goes to there, and that works out nicely. Awesome. If I do jump across, it's probably 2 or 3 at the most generally. I do go longer if I know there's going to be stitching over the top. Otherwise I will probably run the under threads if there's some, or I will cut it off and use another colour and then start it again. That's just the way I've always done it. Now I probably can't see what stitching I'm doing because I am doing the black, but that's what I need to do next. This part around here, as I said last time, that's beaded. So I'll have to do that till last, because when I roll this up to do the rest, I don't know how these clip-on ones work with beads. Sorry about that, that's somebody else's phone. I've got my door open at the moment for circulation, so I don't get too hot and sweat my face off. Okay, so I need to do that one in there. I have done that one there, it's all right. I hope the flap of the pattern isn't going to drive you crazy. It doesn't bother me, but it's just because I've got the fan on. Yeah, I don't know if I showed you, but I've got a ring on Facebook. Sorry if I've told you already, but yeah, I got this. Okay, let's coordinate. Okay, so I got this on Facebook. Yeah, it's got things I can play with. With my anxiety, I bite my fingernails, pick my toenails, scratch my skin off, all that sort of stuff. So I got this sort of so I could play with that and try and stop myself from doing all that. And I like it, it's adjustable. I think I remember I have told you. I'm trying to get a spot in the camera where you can see it. Trying to sort of maneuver it around where you can see it. But yeah, I like it. I think it's really comfortable. And currently at the moment I do have some fingernails, surprisingly enough, so I think it's working rather well overall. Okay, what I'm up to now, over there. Okay, I know what I'm doing now. That's cool, it's all good, we're all good. So I've got a fair bit of this top section done. I think this might be the biggest section too out of all of it. But after I finish this bit, I'm just going to say I'm a third done just for convenience. Now I need to go in there and do that bit in there. Maybe I should have planned to actually stitch on a colour you could actually see. But I'm working that as I go. But I remembered to move the design over in the frame. So we're slightly working this out as a good way to do this. I was thinking eventually getting a new phone because I use this one for everything. But then I probably still use this one for filming, and that way I can film and not have it interrupted by phone calls. I mean, can I do that? Can I take the sim out of the one I'm using, like the one I'm filming with here now, and not have a sim in it, but still use it for recording on YouTube? Live on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. You know what? I could Google it and find out. But sometimes some things like that just seem too much for my brain. Research. I have to look something up. Okay, that's scary. I mean, I know I'm only, nearly 52. I'll say 52, close enough. But sometimes learning and thinking just seems so much harder these days. I don't know whether that's because of trauma or mental health issues, but yeah, or maybe it's pure laziness. I'm not going to beat around the bush, I'll just say it. Maybe just a lazy bitch. Anything's possible. Anything is possible. I'll just say what it is. Call a spade, to use a catchphrase. I don't know if I'm coming up in the right hole or not. No. Wing it. Wing it. Progress is more important than perfection. I should write that out on a piece of paper and stick it on the wall. X's wouldn't be the best, but it's life. So maybe I should change colour to something you're more likely to be able to see. So now I'm getting that black in and getting it done. I think I'll use number 9. Number 9 is the pale green. I think I'll do that. I'm going to put in something you can see. Number 9. There's some there. Yeah, I calmed down from my mood yesterday. Oh dear. I keep telling myself I have to get out of my head. So this morning I got up, I woke up with a backache. Had problems sleeping because I had a backache. And I took a couple of painkillers, took my antidepressants, had a drink of water, and then I went and got in the car and went up to the headland. I did a short clip of the headland, so I went up there and went for a walk. Then I went to the supermarket and got a couple of things at the supermarket. Then I went and got petrol and came home and was feeling better. So, yeah, just getting out. I call it getting out of my head. When I'm not feeling so good, I have to get out of the house or get into a space where I can get out of what's in my head. Okay. Let's reach underneath you. Sorry, you're sitting on everything. I'm trying not to bump you. Oops, we've got some noise, probably a television. I'll close the door. Close the door and block out the sound because I don't think you really need to hear all that out there. Sounds like there's a television's come on. I actually watch television. I don't get past YouTube. I did have a look at a bit on Twitch yesterday. I watched a little bit on Twitch. Okay, where am I starting? Where am I going? Okay. Okay, so I need to go over there and do 2. Start it off, and then I will be able to. Okay, I think I need to do some in there. I do. That's where I am. 2, 4. Okay. So I'm coming down in here. It will actually probably help me fill in and work out where the black is afterwards and where the holes are. That makes sense. You know what, sometimes I think if I had, a good thing I got head screwed on, or else I'd lose it. Yeah, it's so much easier just doing these videos. Don't sit on the couch in the lounge room anymore. I just sit in my bedroom now. Quieter, more relaxing. Okay, I think I can get this frame back up now. I dropped the other bit of pattern. Oh, dropsies. Okay, now, no worry, I'm doing this one too. Okay, yep, that looks like the right spot. This one do 4. Oh, we've got the 4 in there. Got the black and the black in there. I've got the 4 in there. I've got to do. That's cool. That's right. Oh, see? I was meant to go from the underneath and I went from the top. You know, it's a thing. It really is. Too easily distracted. Stitching with one hand at the moment because of, I'm just finding it easier because of the black and the dark Aida, just seeing the holes. So I need to do 2, miss 1 and do another 2. Which means it looks like I've done the black bits right, which is awesome. Don't know how neat they are, but they're there. I'll have to get the washing off the line too. I did washing yesterday and I just left it on the line, didn't get it in, and half of it's under the awning, half the line. So whatever got wet last night when it rained will just dry out today, and then I'll get it in and it'll be fine. I'm certainly not fussing over it. I've got plenty of daylight left. So it's now 5:36. Yeah, still got another couple of hours of daylight probably. Now I'll do a couple of green ones up here. I'll get those in. I am enjoying hanging out with you guys more. I know that. Maybe you guys are helping me get out of my head. Stop the muddle and the confusion that happens in my brain sometimes. Tell you what, be glad you're not in my head. You're very lucky you're not in, you don't live in my head. Okay, come on, find the hole, woman. Find the hole. At least this way you can see a little bit of stitching, a little bit of progression with a lighter colour. I should have thought of that before. But it's all happening. Would like to get this black done through here tonight. And then I might think about doing some more of this border up here. But I've got a castle on the other side to do. But I'm happy with how I'm progressing. I know I won't get this finished this month. I'll get this done in March sometime. I don't think I'm going to have a birthday start. I have got things that I've started already that I'd like to. Oh, I've got a thread back there. I can, not that one. So I suddenly thought there was a thread back there. Yeah, that one hadn't come all the way through. Just by the feel of it, sometimes I can feel if I've got a knot or a thread in the back of it without looking, and other times I do a bit of stitching and I flip it over, finish the thread and think, oh, there's a knot there. Sometimes I take it back, sometimes depends on how far back it is. I don't. There's one spot in here where I've actually just gone over it a few times underneath with the threads because it was only a small knot, and I thought, no, I'm not taking it back to fix that. So I just put it in so it won't come out. Run threads over it and tied it in so it won't come undone. So I'm not that picky about the back of the work. I will do that. We just all do what we find is comfortable, what's relaxing. There's no right, no wrong. Pepsi Max today. Yeah, no right or wrong with stitching. Just do what you enjoy and do it how you want to do it. They also used to say, you know, don't put knots in your cross stitching. And admit, I try not to, but if you want to knot the back of your cross stitching and that's how you enjoy it, you knot away. Put as many knots in it as you want. You the idea is just, it's a hobby, just to enjoy it. So if you want to cross stitch and you wish to put a knot in the back of you, if you wish to put knots in the back, go for it. Lash out and enjoy yourself. Okay, now I'm going to come up here, above the black I did, find the hole. Okay. Now do 2, miss 1, do 5. Oops, they're not going to cross 2 there. Don't do that, woman. Miss the hole. That's better. If you want to be finicky about the back and make it look like the front, your choice. If you wish to go cross country and just do one colour at a time, lash out and enjoy yourself. Because it's a hobby just for fun. Oh, I was only supposed to do 2 then, wasn't I? Yeah. Yeah. Talking, not thinking. 2 miss 1, do 5. See? I can't do 2 things at once anymore. I can't talk and stitch at the same time. But I'm trying anyway. Maybe I just need to do more stitching chats and try and learn how to stitch and talk at the same time. Okay. Because apparently I'm very good at talking about nothing. I'm going to trim that little bit of thread off because it's not even. I'll cut that bit off. For some reason I ended up with one that was longer than the other. But not to worry, it doesn't matter. Okay, now let's try again. Do 2, miss 1. Okay, now I'm going to do 5. So tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow I go and visit Dee. Sounds awesome. I usually just take my crafting over and we chat and watch YouTube. I do like the taste of Pepsi Max, but I don't like the idea of it being addicted to caffeine. I got off the caffeine addiction. Do they have caffeine-free Pepsi Max? I mean, no sugar, no caffeine, but still have the taste, because I like the taste of it. And some people say that diet sodas make you crave sugar and carbohydrates. Well, it doesn't with me. Just because I'm drinking Pepsi Max, I don't get the desire to pig out on sugar or carbohydrates. I've gotten past that addiction. 1, 2, 3. Starting to get a bit darker. If I turn the ceiling light on, if that'll make a difference. There we go, ceiling light. Can't have too much lighting when it comes to stitching, I don't think. 3, 4. 5. Then I'll compare that where I am with the other side. Okay, there's one underneath there I haven't done. It's a bit hard to see because of the dark Ada, but I can see on the pattern that I need to come in and do one under here. So I'll get that one in, and that means that all works out. So I'm where I am meant to be, which is nice. Maybe as I'm stitching you can see how I do it and work out where I am and things on counted, whether that makes it easier or not. Don't have to rush, and I just do comparisons. So okay, that X doesn't looks a bit funny, but let's not worry about it. It's just stitching, just having fun. Okay, work my way back. So tonight I'll work on getting the black done. That needs to be done up through here. Oh, hang on a sec. I'm filming. Yeah. What's up? You don't have to ask, just do it. Just do it. It's okay. It's all good. It's nice to be needed. And that's not cat needing, by the way, you know, not cat making biscuits needing, but actually being wanted. Yeah, words. Words are fascinating. I hope I'm not talking too quietly. If I am, let me know, because I do have a tendency to, especially when I'm concentrating. next door's home. The way I'm sitting, I'm actually looking out the window, so I can see what's happening out the window all the time. I can be a sticky beak. In Australia, we used to have, back in the 80s, used to have a series called on TV called A Country Practice, and there was a character in there called Esme, and she was the town busybody and gossip. So now some things just end up in the language. So now here, when somebody is a busybody and keeping track of what's happening on the street, we call them an Esme, ESME, because this lady on this TV show, that's what she did. It's funny how some TV shows, some ads just end up as phrases in normal language. There was the Yellow Pages is what we have always had our written addresses and phone numbers in. So every 12 months, the Yellow Pages would put out another book and it would be distributed for free around households. So we'd have all our list of phone numbers of households and businesses. And they did an ad because they wanted people to put, I don't know whether it cost businesses money to put the ads in there or not, their numbers and everything, but they had an ad on there, and apparently the secretary, whoever she was, didn't put their ad in the Yellow Pages, and the boss must have said, what, our ad not in Yellow Pages? And here's this, she looks out the window, must be on the second story, and here's this lady running away in high heels, and she lifts up the window and says, not happy, Jan, because their ad wasn't in the Yellow Pages. And now we just have a normal catchphrase, not happy, Jan, just from that ad. I don't know if you guys have had that happen in your countries. If you do, that'd be funny. I'd love to hear about it. And then people down the track, they'll probably wonder, where did that phrase come from, and trying to work out where the phrases came from. And usually it just comes from something silly like that that just caught on. There was another one, black school shoes. And yeah, looking for black school shoes. They find some black school shoes, and then the young fellow goes, you got any blacker? So that's another one. And then there's people buying a larger vehicle, so they end up buying a 4-wheel drive. And here's the little fella sitting down next to a tinny with a small boat, and they come to hitch up the big car. They come park the big car, and the young fella says, now we need a bigger boat. Oh, so funny. Some ads are just funny. You just don't forget them. And then other ones you just look at and think, nah, forget it within 5 seconds. Okay, it's gone, forgotten about it. Yeah, so I don't know what ads in your country has done that in your media, but that's a couple of examples here. Okay, now I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need to do this, and then this will be the last of this colour. And then I might head off and I'll go and put the leftovers away in the fridge. And then I think I'll go for a drive to the chemist, because I think they're closed. They're open till 7, I think, maybe. and see about getting my sugar levels checked, just so I can see what that rice I had did with them. It's the only carbohydrates I've had today is the rice. So and by what I've been told, sugar, you get increased sugar level naturally in the morning, and we're past that. So any sugar level rises should just be from the rice. Now, as far as I know, 1 cup of cooked rice is 50 grams of carbohydrates, which is about the same as brown rice. I'm not counting. 7, I think I need to do 2 more. So brown rice is just as bad as white rice, even though it's they reckon it's worse. It's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need 1 more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Because our body treats it the same. And the little bit of extra fibre that's in it doesn't make the slightest bit of difference. Nearly coming up to the time to do my end of the month completed projects. Might not be too many surprises because with the amount of videos I've done this month, you've pretty much seen most of them anyway. But it will be an end of the month wrap up, which will be fun. Okay, so that's the end of that colour there. So I've got some bit more greens that come up through here, and do some more blues because that's around the outside of the moon. Yeah, I think it's all going good, which is awesome. Finish off this thread and then I'm going to head off, and I will see how I go, and we might have another chat tomorrow and see how much I have gotten completed. Okay, I'll put this little bit of thread away. It's number 9. Tie that back into there, and I could probably use that some point when I need a little bit. So done, got some more done. Okay, so I'm going to do what I'm going to do. If you come, thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for watching. Thank you for just spending some time with me. You're awesome. So take care. Bye.